What's up, y'all? Welcome to Grow with Gab YouTube edition. Here I'm going to be talking about fitness advice, lifestyle, vlogs, and really just showing a more well-rounded version of myself because my Instagram Grow with Gab, strictly fitness. My stories, I do dabble in some mental health related things. Moving on. Today's video is about closing the gap between you and your dream body. So there's 4 chapters in this video. First, we'll get into how to heal your relationship with yourself. Then we'll get into choosing the right mindset. Then we'll talk about self-monitoring. And lastly, we'll talk about choosing the best form of movement for your body. First up is healing your relationship with yourself. So from personal experience, when I first wanted to get on my health and wellness and fitness journey, I did not like how I looked visually, but I also did not like how I felt. I didn't like how I talked to myself. I didn't like my thought patterns. I didn't like what I was feeding myself. I didn't like that I didn't move my body. There were a lot of things. I also didn't like that I didn't accomplish a lot of the things that I said I was going to do. So step 1 is to show up for yourself in as many ways as possible. Before trying to add in a bunch of new habits and routines into your life, you need to master what you already have presently. So if you want a cleaner house, if you need a clean environment to thrive, prioritize making your bed first thing in the morning. And I know. People say that all the time, but I promise you, something as small as that, achieving something for yourself first thing in the morning is key. After that's done, take a look at your routine. Take a look at all of the things that you said you wanted to do. Write down a list if necessary. Little by little, begin to incorporate those things into your daily routine. It makes a massive difference. Showing up for yourself doesn't just mean cleaning or doing chores or doing tasks. It could also be dedicating more time to a hobby. I personally wanted to read more, so I paired it with going to sleep. Before I went to bed each night, I would read at least 10 pages, and then 10 pages turned into a chapter, and then I would finish complete books and be so happy because I love reading. Make sure your goals are specific to your personal needs and not just because they're trendy or because someone told you to do them. Put yourself first, and everything else will fall into place.
Hey y'all, Editing Gab here. I will be making frequent appearances. But anyways, the book Atomic Habits is where I learned how to incorporate new habits into pre-existing ones, and I highly recommend that everybody go read it. It's great.
And one thing that you'll start to notice is that once you start showing up for yourself in these ways, your internal monologue begins to shift to something more positive. You begin to value yourself more. You begin to appreciate yourself more. You begin to surround yourself with people who know your value and respect and trust you because you respect and trust yourself. It may sound a little far-fetched, but just give it a try. It doesn't hurt. It can't hurt. Moving on to choosing the right mindset. This section is more focused on fitness specifically, but this can be applied to a lot of things. The number one thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is that if you want long-term, substantial, positive changes through fitness or health or wellness or this entire category of life, your priority should not solely rely on aesthetics. Yes, looks are a contributing factor for a lot of people because you want to be confident, you want to wear certain clothes. If you focus solely on aesthetics, you're not going to choose the right modes of losing or gaining the weight that you want. As an average, everyday person, we should be leaving the super low body percentages and the mega bulks for the bodybuilders.
Hi there, I'm back again. Somehow forgot to mention that managing your expectations is super important. Making sure that you're not comparing yourself to anybody else. Nobody on social media, especially because there are plenty of people pretending to be natural when they are actually on some type of performance enhancement and lying about it. Also, you're at a completely different point in your workout journey. There are a lot of people who are actually very natural, but they've just been working out for years and years and years. So manage your expectations, be realistic, and be patient. Thank you. Love you.
Your priority should always be to treat your body kindly by doing things that promote growth and healing. Rather than referring to this as weight management, I like to think of it as body management. You are so much more than the number that you see on the scale and what you may see in the mirror. So I feel like the phrase body management highlights the importance of health overall rather than weight alone. All attributes of your body and mind are equally important. With this being said, aligning your actions with the goals you have in mind make the process of body management so much easier. And you can do this through our next section, self-monitoring. Go through your day normally and focus on how you feel during each and every single activity. After eating breakfast, how do you feel? Do you feel full? Do you feel groggy? Do you feel hungry? Do you feel energized? When you first wake up in the morning, how do you feel? Feel rushed? Tired? Feel well rested? Stressed? All of these things tell you possible improvements that can be made to adjust accordingly. When you wake up in the morning, if you feel rushed, maybe a goal of yours should be to wake up a little bit earlier so you have some downtime so you can have a slow start to your morning and feel less stressed. After breakfast, if you feel groggy, maybe you should incorporate more whole foods like fruits or oats or switching out white bread for wheat bread. Who knows? These small incremental changes will make a massive difference. If you have trouble going to sleep at night, maybe find some time during the day to move your body. Which leads us into our next and our final section of the video, choosing the best form of movement for your body. Everyone needs some type of movement to lead a healthy life. Countless research articles have come out showing the positive effects that physical activity have on both our minds and bodies. Despite what most influencers on social media post, you are not restricted to lifting super heavy weights and running 20 miles every day. You don't need super expensive classes, you don't need a whole bunch of gym equipment, you don't need expensive new outfits every other week. All you need to start is you, your body, and some clothes you already own. Although lifting heavy weights and running a bunch are great for muscle growth, endurance, cardiovascular health, all of these things, they are not universally fit for every single person. I personally despise running. Do I still do it sometimes? Yes. Do I run 20 miles? No. But do I still look great? I think so. Choosing the right form of movement for your body specifically will make achieving your goals within hand reach. Some ideas of movement include dancing, yoga, Pilates, walking, super underrated, walking, martial arts, swimming, sports, lifting, running, etc. The list goes on. Something else to keep in mind, cross-training. Now, cross-training, that joint right there, that changes the game. Once you're in a routine, once you feel comfortable, or once you feel like you're starting to get a little bit bored and you want to switch things up, cross-training is the way to go, okay? I personally like to do lifting combined with cardio. I also sometimes do Pilates, and I also love yoga. I also love skating, as some of y'all may know. And skating is an amazing workout for cardiovascular health, but also for your legs. My legs are cooked after I go skating, especially when I'm skating uphill, bro. So hopefully you guys will keep all of these things in mind, and I really hope that you enjoyed the very first YouTube video. Many more to come, and thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That feels so weird to say. Yeah, thumbs up if you want. Do what you want. You know, show love in any way that you know how. Okay, love you. Bye.